Can I ask firstly about Omar and how he is? Because you were talking about the concussion protocol last week.
Yeah, he's getting better. I trained with the squad this morning, normally, so on the way.
Faced with a dilemma after Chelsea because the back five played so well, and I know you tend to prefer playing a back four. I mean, you probably won't tell us, and we'll have to wait and see. But what are you minded to do on Monday night?
I don't know. We'll see. For Chelsea, yeah. I think before in the beginning of the season we used often this back five for deep block. For example, using Granit, they dropped into our back four. But for this game at Chelsea, it was obvious that because of their quality, we decided to press high, to remove the mid block and to go deeper with a deep block with back five, which worked well, I think. So now for Everton it will be a new story, new challenge, so we'll see.
Does playing at home make a difference for you in terms of the way that you set up?
Not really, because it will be another tough challenge. So after that you have to decide according to the players we have, the availability and the opponent, what will be the best plan. But we'll see.
Last week after the game, Ronaldo was talking about Granit Xhaka and the influence he has, and how important he is on the pitch in terms of sort of micromanaging, if you like, almost taking on your role on the pitch. I mean, just how significant is Xhaka to you and to the team in the role that he plays now?
I think to be competitive at that level, you need to own the performance on the pitch, and I think it's probably the main point. And for that reason, Granit helps a lot, because he can manage different elements on the pitch, but he's not alone. But he leads by example, and he gives as well this faith, this hope. When you play away against Chelsea, he believes that we can win, and he shows it. He tells it in the dressing room, everywhere. So you want to believe that it's possible. You want to follow him. So it's important for that as well.
So you must trust him implicitly when he's on the pitch, because you know generally the head coach or the coach on the sideline is trying to get instructions onto the pitch, but Xhaka is almost doing this independently of you on the touchline.
Yeah, I think it's the target as a coach. As a coach, you don't want to be the main man. For me, it's not my purpose. I want to give knowledge, power, responsibility to the squad, and because I know that you have to manage the game in real time. When you are on the sideline, you can't do that because of the crowd, because of you are not a player. So with Granit on repeat, we have other players on the pitch able to manage different micro situations. We are improving our level, and we are now able to be more proactive, to be more flexible, to be more adaptive, to solve and fix problems, to seize opportunities as well.
You mentioned the other week how you've been to Chelsea, you spent a bit of time with Chelsea, but you also mentioned you've been to Liverpool and Arsenal, but also Everton. What do you remember of your time at Everton?
Yeah, it was a great visit. I didn't watch a game, but I spoke with many people in the building, and it was really interesting. Yeah.
Who was the manager at the time then?
I don't remember, to be fair, because I just spoke with video analysts, sports science, and so on. So it was really interesting. Yeah.
Because Everton, I mean, like Arsenal, not relegated out of the top flight. You know, I guess they're one of the teams or a club that you would aspire to follow in the footsteps of, you like. And there was always a close connection between Everton and Sunderland over the years, because the sort of dynamics of the cities are very similar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they are doing well. Great experience, the ability to attract really good players and to manage young players as well. So it's a good example. They have their own identity. We have ours, but you can pick up different ideas and to understand how they manage their project, and they are doing well.
And perhaps an edge to the game on Monday night, because it's David Moyes returning to Sunderland. He didn't have a great season here. How do you view his Everton team now?
I think they are good. They are good, a bit inconsistent, but with the ability to score, to win against everyone, I think. So there is an evolution in their squad. So it's still tough to match new players with different style of play, with a collective project, but they are doing well.
Régis, were you? I know it was a long time ago now. Before I guess you were managing, but were you aware of Sunderland back then and in charge by David Moyes? Were you aware of it? Because obviously it was a big name appointment for the club at the time.
Yeah, I know, but as a manager, you can struggle. It's not linear. You have different contexts, different moments in your life. So sometimes you have many successes and it's positive, and sometimes you struggle and you have to deal with different challenges. So I think at the minute from his background, his career, you can say if you stay at that level, you need to have qualities, and I think it's the case.
Nick was asking you about Granit Xhaka, and it just reminded me when we interviewed Wilson Isidore the week before. He said that the players are almost like scared, they're frightened to make a mistake in training. If they make a misplaced pass, they say, "Sorry, Granit, sorry." They feel like they're letting down all the time if they do something wrong. Does that make your job as manager a bit easier when you've got, like, as Nick highlights, so you've almost got like a manager on the pitch?
Yeah, it's important. We can speak about this ability to lead the squad, but he sets the standards. So I think it's probably the most important thing when you are every day on the pitch doing your best across different practices, different weathers, and you are always at your top. It shows that just follow me, and you don't have to talk, just have to show. So this part of his behavior is very important. Yeah.
I know obviously last season the motto, if you like, was till the end. You went all the way till the end of the playoff final, scored so many late goals in the semi-final and then in the final. We've seen it already this season, haven't we? Against Brentford, you did it again last weekend. It seems to be rolling over into this season. Is that something that you guys are keeping with you?
Yeah, we want to play the game until the end, and sometimes you struggle because the opponent is strong, or sometimes we don't play our best football. It's possible, but at least enjoy the full game and try with your starters, your finishers, to seize every opportunities. And we never know. We never know what can happen because football is unpredictable. And against Chelsea, for example, it was key with Lucha and then Brian and James Dean to conclude. You showed that in the same action, a new starter and two finishers. They are really well connected with the squad. Didn't play a lot from the beginning of the season, but they are really involved and they are important.
Just finally from me, on a personal level for you, Pedro Neto last week, Jack Grealish this week, Bukayo Saka next week, how much are you enjoying pitting your wits up against some of the best players in the world and trying to stop them in charge of Sunderland? How much are you enjoying that? Because so far you are making it look fairly easy.
It's not the case. You should speak with Renildo, Arthur, Nordi or Trey. It's really hard to play. So yeah, it's the best league in the world. So I enjoy every game. I enjoy the managers. I enjoy the stadiums. I enjoy everything. We know that the dynamic is really positive. It's still fragile because the consistency is probably the main word. So you can be competitive over a short period, but over a full league is totally different. So this will be our next challenge.
Thanks. You've alluded to the Chelsea game. Where does winning at Stamford Bridge rank in your career so far?
Yeah, it's a great win, but it's always a new story. So I had previous positive experiences, negative as well. So it's important to enjoy when you have this feeling. Probably for a manager, you can't enjoy it too long because you have to think about the analysis, then the next training session, the review of the players, the next opponent. So you have to switch really quickly.
The fans will be enjoying checking the Premier League table and doing it quite often, I would imagine, at the moment. Do you?
Not really. I think it's important to have 17 points at the minute. It's the most important, and we still have this target in our mind. And if we can get to that stage early, it's better, much better. But we don't know the future at the minute.
Has that meant your approach has had to be quite fluid then? Because here we are in November and we're potentially talking about keeping players' feet on the floor.
Yeah. I think it's not a big problem at the minute, to be fair. I don't feel any complacency. They just enjoy playing together and showing their quality on the pitch. Probably because we have many young players, they didn't experience tough moments, especially with this squad, but with the older players, they have someone with voices behind your back. So the balance so far is positive.
It's a catch-22 situation as well, because I would imagine you prefer to fly underneath the radar, but suddenly Sunderland are in the spotlight for all the right reasons.
Yes, I think you have to accept that. But another game is still a new story. So I don't think that any opponent so far thought that it was easy to win against a Premier League team, because at that level you know that you will face many good players. But probably if you are in this part of the table, the opponent starts to think that you should be really aware and alert that it will be tough. So we'll see.
And just finally from me, what do Everton bring? What's their biggest strength?
Oh, they have many strengths. Strong wingers, the ability to go direct, they defend properly. They are strong on set pieces. So another tough challenge. Yeah.
Good afternoon. You've talked about how much you're enjoying the challenge of the Premier League and coming up against the best players, and the job that you have done and your team have done has been fantastic so far. Have you allowed yourself to take some satisfaction personally about the step up you've made to managing in the Premier League?
Not really. We'll wait the end of the season, I think, because we'll summarize everything after the 38th round. It's always the case. It's our job. But we have like a KPI in our way of working, so we know that in this moment we are good, here we are getting better, here still room for improvement. So the way we are working together with the coaching staff, with the club, with the players, sometimes you can say, yeah, we are getting better, and it's really great, it's really positive, and we like defending properly, we like attacking this way, adding a new layer in our game model, so on. So this is the real satisfaction, but we know at the end that we need to win points. So it's always the case.
There is a buzz in Sunderland at the moment, the regeneration that's going on in the city, and when the football club does well, the mood in the city changes too. Do you feel that? Is that something that you've had the opportunity to experience?
Yeah, probably the main point is the connection with our fans. It's tough to be connected with the city every day, but we can feel the mood. It's obvious, and especially with our fans away and at home. I think now in England it's really clear that our fans are probably in the top of the table. So we are not at that level with the squad at the minute, but we are really well connected. So it's and I know it's really positive for the community.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Régis, being in the Premier League is of course new for a lot of your players, especially the younger parts of your squad. Actually, does that make every game an occasion for them and an exciting thing for them and for you?
Yeah, it's really the case. We are fighting against the best teams, and I think we need that to get better and to grow. And because for many players it's a new experience. We are like kids on the pitch, and it's really positive because this energy is not common, and connected with more experienced players, the balance is really positive. Yeah.
You've spoken a lot about connections in your squad and getting players to work and interlink with each other. Do some of those develop naturally on their own without your input, and actually can that be just as beneficial as sort of players being coached together?
Yeah, I think their relationship is really important, because if we think that we'll solve problems, we'll fix different issues on the pitch, and we'll seize opportunities through our relationships, it's better if around the pitch you have already this connection, and it's tough to implement because you never know how a relationship will evolve, how can it start as well. And so far we signed 14 players, and they are like in their family after 1, 2 or 3 seasons, so it's strange sometimes, but it's the case.
And you said you won't reflect on this season until obviously the end of it come May, but just at this point right now, at the present, how much are you actually enjoying it?
It's really positive. So it's really positive. It's always better to win games, to feel that our players on the squad is improving massively, and the connection we have every day is really positive. I enjoy working with them, even after defeat. It was the case twice this season. They never tried to deny their responsibilities. They accepted their mistakes and tried to work on it. So far it's really positive.